I don't know what you want me to.
All right, just tell me, man. This is my brother right here. He just came in, man. He just told me how he had to handle a serious situation that happened in his life, man. And he's just gonna tell you, man.
You know, my daughter was born at 6 months with full-blown diabetes, and last year in June, I had to bury her. You know, the diabetes ended up taking over, and as what ended up happening is that she was at home with me, and she started mingling around the house, and I ended up putting her in the car, taking her to hospital. And as I was going, she made a loud noise, and it ended up falling out in the back seat at that point. So as I rushed her to the hospital and checked her in, I'm thinking everything was still okay. I went to work, came back the next morning. The doctor told me that, you know, my daughter was brain dead. So I was asking, like, you know, I'm losing my daughter, and she told me yes, and so it was a very bad, terrible thing that I had to go through. I never knew how serious that diabetes was, but she gave me good 5 great years, full of spirit, full of heart. Always told me that she loved me, and she always said that she wanted to be a doctor. And she just say, "Daddy, I want to go to school where I meet new friends." And I ended up losing her last year in June, and she had just turned 5 years old in March. So I never did get the chance to sign her up in school, but it was such a terrible loss. But I donated all her organs, by much as I can donate, to help the next family to succeed and they transplant. But it was a terrible loss. But the Lord blessed me though.
Amen. How you handle it, man? What was the pain, man?
It's just one step at a time, and as being a young man, you know, I'm the baby boy in my family, and I always depend on my older siblings to handle things. So I never actually had to be the one to handle everything, but being the one having to handle everything was tough. You know, I had to run around each and every day, you know, until I wanted to make sure my daughter was laid to rest. But I just take one step at a time. I got 3 more younger kids that I got to be there for, and it's hard. But you just got to get through it and keep it moving. But I always think about my daughter each and every day. But that's how much love I have for her.
God, just believing in God was able to get you through that?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. With no doubt. With no doubt in my mind.
You have to have you have to believe in God to get through such a thing, right?
No, absolutely. Always. Always. And they say God makes no mistakes. You know, at the time that my baby was taken away, you know, I felt like God did make a mistake. But I know that he don't make no mistake, and he's still my God, and I still serve him as it was day one.
Amen, my brother.
Yeah.
Amen. That's strong, man. See, strong brothers, man. He didn't want to do this thing, but he wanted to do it to help out the next brother that's going through it. Show that God's love goes through anything, man.
Yeah.
All right, my brother. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
God's blessing, man.
No problem.
All right, man.